The 5th of February, we mentioned Gracie Spinks and how Derbyshire police had created a stalking coordinator position within the force after being investigated over their failures over its handling of the death of Gracie. Gracie was stabbed to death by former work colleague Michael Sellers, who stalked her before killing her and then taking his own life. Just weeks before Michael took Gracie's life, a bag full of weapons was found near to where Gracie was killed with a note and near to where she worked. The bag was then given to the police. In the bag was a receipt which linked the bag to Sellers, but police failed to act on the intelligence. Police told Gracie's parents after her death that the bag had a receipt that linked back to Sellers, although Derbyshire police said they couldn't comment due to an ongoing investigation by the IOPC. Gracie's mother, Alison Heaton, said it was a very, very sinister bag of weapons, including Rambo-style knives, axe, blades, Viagra, a note, and they just logged it as lost property. We now know that bag directly led straight back to Michael Sellers. There was a receipt in there that led back to his household. They traced it back to that house after her death. It should have been traced back to that household back on the 6th of May when the bag was found. At the time the bag had been found, Gracie had already contacted police about Sellers stalking her, but they failed to act appropriately. Gracie's father, Richard Spinks, said, "Surely basic policing and training would show you that this is a bag of weapons belonging to someone about to commit a murder. If they had done their job properly, Gracie would still be alive today." Well, now, thankfully for the family, although it's not over yet, 5 police officers are facing misconduct proceedings. The IOPC said its investigation had concluded that 3 officers had a case to answer for misconduct in relation to the bag discovery. And also a further 2 officers had a case to answer for misconduct over Derbyshire Police's handling of a stalking complaint that Miss Spinks made in February 2021. They said, "We have determined that disciplinary proceedings in the form of a misconduct meeting should be brought against each officer." Derek Campbell, Regional Director for the IOPC, said, "Our investigation was thorough and considered a wide range of evidence and have determined 5 officers have a case to answer for misconduct. It will now be for the force to arrange misconduct meetings." Of course, in the interest of transparency and building public trust, Derbyshire Police have said the hearings will be held in private. It's also important to note that these appear to be misconduct proceedings rather than gross misconduct proceedings, which means the likelihood of anyone losing their job over this is all but non-existent. They will no doubt be given some training which they can fail to learn from yet again, as they all seem to do. Derbyshire Police said in a statement, "Derbyshire Constabulary can confirm that 5 officers will be subject to a misconduct meeting following an IOPC independent investigation into police contact with Gracie Spinks prior to her murder in June 2021. In a position to comment further until these proceedings are complete." The IOPC has not yet released its report in relation to the death of Gracie Spinks, and if it does, it will likely happen after an inquest has been held. Failure to act yet again on the most basic of evidence makes you wonder why they make things so difficult for themselves.